Hello and welcome back. We are continuing our our dive into our campaign launch. We are making our way through the chapters of launching your campaign in the preview edition, and we are creating our world. We last left off still in the sort of second to last section of the chapter with build a starting sector. And we had some pretty cool stuff happen thus far in this zone. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Where's my stuff? There it is. I was like, where what happened? Took a second. Oh, excuse me. It took a second for these assets to load, but I'm happy they're still here. We have done some detailing of our sector. We've got the different locations, the planets, some details about one of those locations, Unity Station, which is terrifyingly enough a precursor vault. And I had pondered for a little bit after that episode on like within or adjacent to a precursor vault, and I had thought about it in the moment too. Am I going too far with it? I'm not going too far. I am not. I'm doubling down on this is definitely the station itself is a precursor vault that is being wielded by the people of the Forge. Oh, excuse me again. And it is definitely going to be interesting. So I'm excited to dive into it. So we're stepping back in with some continued detail on the zoom in on a settlement section, and we are doing the actual settlement itself, the atmosphere and of the actual planet itself, to get some details on the grave planet of Osiris that Unity Station is in the process of terraforming. I don't know how long that's going to take, but it was one of the projects is terraforming, and in my head, Unity Station has moved from Damu to Osiris, with Red Haven Landing having some connection to Unity Station as like the first sort of what is it, the pilgrims that are sent down there. And I know that Red Haven Landing is a project for energy, so I'm thinking that Red Haven Landing and Unity Station are very much connected, and Unity Station is on this path of purification, of making these planets that are not habitable once again, to some degree, and using them for energy, for power in the sector. Unity Station is, I believe, we had it. The authority was fairly corrupt, and in Red Haven Landing, the authority is lawless. So it's kind of, I don't know. Maybe Unity Station isn't the best. Maybe the minute the people get away, they go a little insane. But this will be interesting. We're kind of playing the bad guy with some bad guy stuff. Anyway, we don't have a lot of time to work with. This is gonna be a shorter episode than normal, a bit under an hour. So I'm working under a time restraint. Next couple episodes should be full hours. This one's gonna be a little bit shorter. I'm estimating like 45 minutes. So let's just dive in. Let's get some details of Osiris, and find out what it is about this planet that makes it tick. So if we want to go to actual planets, those are going to be right here. And what was it? What was it saying that I needed, that it wanted me to do? It was get the atmosphere observed from space 1 to 2 times, and a planet side feature 1 to 2 times. If the planet is a vital roll world, also roll on. So it's not. Yeah, don't roll on the planet settlement table. To keep things simple for now, we'll assume there's one inhabited settlement. Okay, so there is some kind of inhabited settlement on Osiris. We'll just assume that is a thing. Furnace World. Let me just see what is written here. Magma Seas, Precursor Vault, Ash Clouds. Interesting. All right. Well, Yeah, don't roll on the planet settlement table, and to keep things simple for now, we'll assume there's one inhabited settlement. I'm gonna say there probably isn't an inhabited settlement because of kind of what we set up, so I'm probably not going to do that much. But we can sort of detail just Osiris in general. So let's figure out what that's about. Grave World, where is it? Right here. Boom. Got it. So let's do atmosphere, and we were doing observed from space and some planet side features. We're not going to do life or settlements. We're just going to leave those as is. We already know there's an orbital settlement. We don't have to roll anything else. We have Unity Station as that, because it'd be weird that they're in the middle of terraforming the planet and there's somebody down there. I don't think that terraforming process, especially if it's being utilized by precursor technology that has become usable by the people in Unity Station, which is, yes, that is happening. I can't imagine the process of being down in that world during that thing is like great. It's not great. I in general, not being great being on a grave world. So let's get those rolls out there. What is the atmosphere like? 67 is going to be corrosive. So yeah, not like super good. Not super good. Let's bold some of these, honestly. Let's get these bolded. And Grave World Osiris. Yeah. Atmo is going to be corrosive. Let's get some planet side features. Or just do features. Let's do 2 features. Observed from space. Let's do 2 of those. So, observed from space, and then let's just do 2 of those guys. 61 and 35. Let's see. Perpetual overcast. That makes sense. And 35 would be irradiated atmosphere. Both of those work great. Like, this is like you can barely freaking see the surface from space at all. It's almost completely irradiated atmosphere. God, geez, this place is terrible. Not great. So then it would be, so it's Atmo, that's observed. We'll just say from space. Put a period to end there so I know where these are actually ending. And then we're gonna do planet side feature. I'll do that. And let's do a few of those. Let's see what those look like. 14 is going to be ash dunes. That's cool. Okay. It's like, yeah, it's just an ash planet. And then let's do one more. Let's see if one more fits. 96. Just a descriptor and focus. Okay. Descriptor and focus. Okay, let's do it. 1 and 2. 90 is stolen. Stolen ruins. What the fuck? Stolen ruins. So, like, ruins that don't belong here? That don't belong on this planet? That got, like, moved here? That's interesting. So, like, this is probably a planet that a precursor messed with before Derelict. Society. Absolutely one of those messed around with this. Definitely could have been the Ascendancy. Definitely could have been a Derelict Society. Who knows? But there are ruins here that don't belong on this planet. And it would probably be evident that they were like artificial. Like they were not so much artificial, but that they've been moved. That's kind of cool. I'm into it. I'm very into it. All right, so we are sticking with that for that section. Continuing our build a bear workshop here. We are moving on to so we did all this. This has all been detailed. We have a lot of good stuff here. And I'm sorry I'm coughing so much in this one. I must have had something spicy. I did have something spicy earlier. Takis, they're very good. Step 9 is create a local connection. Interesting. So yeah, this is where we make our first actual like connection to our bond situation, right? We get our first character that like Kurt Pines knows, that Gutshot knows. So a connection represents an important relationship with a non-player character. You will create connections with an NPC, advance those relationships through the course of your narrative, and forge bonds to represent deeper connections. Building and nurturing these relationships will allow you to mark progress on your bond's legacy track and gain experience. So, sharing a connection. So, if you are playing with others, you'll create a single connection at the start that is shared, making the move. Take a look at the make a connection move, which is shown below. Instead of rolling, just assume you get an automatic strong hit. This connection is already established as you begin your campaign, so no roll is necessary. You have to give the connection a role. Your connection's role represents their duty, expertise, and background. Interesting. Here's a few tips on creating a role for your connection. The connection's role can be inspired by your character's background and recent history, or consider making the role specific and nuanced. And it's okay if a character's role doesn't provide an obvious benefit for your character. If you want to leave it in the hands of fate, you can generate a random role on the character's table. Is there a role that comes to mind that would immediately be evident for my character? An underground connection would make sense. Like somebody who's like a criminal, like a smuggler would make sense here. But to follow it, so yeah, connections roles inspired by your character's background and recent history. A smuggler would make sense for sure to work with here. Since I am a bit of a scoundrel, I have a connection with the sort of criminal underground of the Forge to some degree in some places. I imagine with balefires being disconnected, it's only in certain sectors. I don't know how well known I am. And with the veteran path as well, could be somebody from I have a Legion connection, like maybe they're ex-Legion too, and they're a smuggler. But consider making the role specific and nuanced. So this is like spice trader rather than merchant. So what kind of smuggler are they? What are they smuggling? Precursor metal. Precursor metal out of the place. Oh, snap. They're straight up taking precursor metal out of Unity Station, which is a precursor settlement, a vault. That is a orbital station for terraforming purposes, and they're taking probably metal and information out of there and giving it, smuggling it away. Okay, I don't think I have to roll. This is artifact smuggler here, but I think I'm going to do it that way. I think that works for me. I think their role is, they can have two roles. They're gonna go precursor vault, precursor, I'm gonna say metal, iron smuggler. I think they're just taking the iron. I like it. Okay, cool. So we've got to roll on everything. I do like random. Random is fun. Random is easy to work with, and it usually inspires a thought here. So let's do so we automatically succeed on this roll. So on a strong hit, create a connection, give them a roll and rank whenever your connection aids you on a move closely associated with their roll, add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. Interesting. Your connection's rank represents the so we have to give them a rank. It represents the challenge of advancing the relationship. The higher the rank, the greater the narrative focus and time to eventually forge a bond with them. Okay. Choose a rank appropriate to their role and level of involvement you want them to have in your story. Let's start them at dangerous. Dangerous. Let's start them at a dangerous level. I don't know how involved I want them to be per se, but I am cool to that's fun to fill in, let me tell you. I'm cool to experiment with that. Nope. Zoom out. So I'm into dangerous. Dangerous works here. Define their characteristics. Oh snap. Okay. Character oracle rolls are 168. I think I can just click on characters right here. Pow. Yep, there we go. What all did it want me to get? I always skip over there and I'm like, wait a minute, what did it want from me? We'll need a first look, a character goal. So yeah, give this connection a few distinctive attributes. You can simply envision what you know of this person or role. I'm gonna kind of like the role, reveal character aspects. So we'll do the first look, the goal, and the aspects. This is fun. First look, goal, and then revealed character aspect. Got it. So we'll do 2 first looks. 59 and 32. Plain. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, not everybody has to be crazy unique. So first look is plain. And then 32 is going to be eccentric. Plain and eccentric. Okay. We'll just do plain, comma, eccentric, period. Got it. All right. Interesting. And then we're going to do a single character goal. 43, which is going to be make an agreement. Oh, they want to make a deal with me. Goal, make an agreement. Am I coming here to steal precursor metal? Oh no. Am I coming here to make a smuggling deal just to get this metal out of here? I'm about to make my own inciting incident and causing shit in Unity Station. That's not good. That's not good at all. There's too many people here for this to happen. But you know, oh, fun. 1 second. How many rolls? So yeah, we'll do revealed. So first look 2 to 3 times. Let's do maybe one more first look. And then we'll do 2 revealed character aspects. That makes sense. Make note of anything interesting in your journal or connections worksheet. Oh, I am. Don't you worry. So let's do, I like plain and eccentric so far. Let's do one more in the first look and just see if there's something interesting going on here. Imposing. Plain, eccentric, and imposing. Okay. I'm interested in this. And then we're going to do 2 on the revealed character aspects. 20 and 17. Confused, but clever? Okay. Aspect? It feels like those contradict each other. Confused, but clever. Okay, what are they confused about and what are they clever about? Let's get their name, and then I'm gonna think about them a little bit here and kind of get some details to this individual. So I have a thought behind them because we're just rolling right now. These are just numbers. We haven't given them life quite yet until we kind of put a few things together. Choose the connection's home. Choose a settlement in your sector as the connection's home. If you'd like them to get involved with your story right away, place them at the settlement you detailed. Oh yeah, they're there. They're at Unity Station. I feel like this one should be home, like location. Located at Unity Station. We're just going to do that right there because that just makes this connection sheet better. I like that it has 2 possible roles, but I feel like the second one doesn't actually need to be role. Like, I feel like we could almost dig in here and honestly edit this sheet a little bit and just do like a quick, let me just blank this out really quick. Map layer. I wonder if maybe, no, I don't think I have a color that's closer. And then I think like you could legit just replace this with, let's make this go away, and then this can just be slightly darker. Boop. And then, yeah. And then, oh, no, be text. Be text. Boop. We'll have you be contrail, and we'll just say location. Or all caps, I guess. That makes more sense to me, personally, to have that be location. Like where the hell they at? Versus just a secondary role. Because I kind of, that feels important to like for looking back purposes to me. What are you doing? Get out of there. And then you just go there, which is fine. I'm cool with that. All right. Cool. And then we'll just do Unity Station, which is where it is. Again, apologies for the coffee. And then give the connection a name. Give your connection a name or call sign. We're totally rolling on that. Without a doubt, we're going to roll a character name here. So let's do that. And ooh, they're high up there. 94 is, geez. So we're going, 94 is Voldar Warden Wolf. Voldar Wolf or Warden. Interesting. Precursor Iron. I'm gonna just, so that's there. Precursor Iron Smuggler. Okay, so plain eccentric but imposing. Confused and clever. The confused trait doesn't. I'm gonna kind of twist it a little bit. So I'm definitely imagining going on the imposing. So let me just quickly search. So eccentric means someone who's kind of out there. Let me just see. Let me get the exact definition. Eccentric. Unconventional and slightly strange. So they are plain looking, eccentric and imposing. I think so. To go with their call sign of Warden, I think this is somebody of some form of authority in Unity Station, who is actually in some cases a warden, like an actual warden. Like their call sign has become Warden because they are. I'm imagining somewhere on Unity Station there are people who are sort of digging deeper into the vault to understand it more. Like they have control over it to be able to use it as a station, to be able to use its terraforming properties, but it's so like sort of it's not so much that it's vast, but there's chambers and locked parts of the vault that they can't get to yet that they want to access. They don't have the power to, so they have probably a team of, you probably call them miners more than anything, but they're data mining. They're going into the systems of this precursor technology and trying to understand it better, trying to take away pieces, bring them back to their more secure parts of Unity Station, analyze those pieces, and like understand more of this station that they've taken control of an ancient civilization, a great power, their Death Star, whatever they want to call it. And this warden, Voldar Wolf, is someone who I'm going to say is confused, because they think this is being the warden, being sort of on the front line of this sort of mining crew that's trying to like understand more of how this thing works for the betterment of the Unity Station in its own. I think the confusion of the situation is not that they are just confused; they're confused why they're there in the first place. They think that this whole like trying to control this precursor vault thing is going to blow up in the face of everybody who's on this station, of all the people who have collected here, confused as to why it's gotten this far. And being on the front line of this sort of mining crew to understand more of the precursor vault, they know how much they don't really have control here, how they understand how to use some of the facilities of this thing, but like not really understanding its entire purpose, like not really knowing it, and feeling that eventually Unity Station is a powder keg ready to explode. Like we're using this terraforming thing. We don't know what's powering it, what kind of battery source it is, what happens when it can't do that anymore. Is that its original purpose? Is that just one of its many features? He thinks this is just beyond and doesn't understand why they're there, but does know that precursor technology is valuable. So they're here. They've got this whole sort of thing to the authority of the corrupt authority of Unity Station, of like, oh no, yes, let me help you with my team of scientists and explorers, and we're gonna go in and figure this stuff out. And in reality, he's giving them information, but not much, because you can't really learn too much about precursor technology. What's been learned so far is a miracle was even possible. Being able to move the thing and being able to use its terraforming technology is huge. But that being said, there's just so much more going on. The warden knows that it's not like it's not going to be lucrative, not for long. So he's come in to quote unquote help, but also to on the side be taking pieces of the precursor tech that he's supposed to be bringing to the authorities, and to the labs that he has had provided to him to study in Unity Station and understand it better. Instead, knowing that a lot of that information is just not obtainable. This isn't a job that's really doable. Is just using this tech to get it out there, to sell it, to sell the steel, to burn it down. Who cares what it was originally used for? This metal is craftable, and it's strong, and it's precursor metal, so it's desired just for its rarity. So he's got a side job smuggling that precursor iron off of there. As far as the way that they look, plain, eccentric, imposing, I definitely think this is like a very sort of serious figure, very like clean cut, like soldier haircut kind of thing. And my I think it's mostly scoundrel. I don't know what kind of connection I had. I think I did have some. I want to like connect with this person in two ways to Warden here. I want to believe that they probably headed a science team with the Legion at some point, and I knew them through that. And they've kind of fallen the same path that I have, where they're still like doing work. They're not with the Legion anymore. They're doing work, but mostly for themselves, and has dipped into more of the like using some of those Legion skills, has dipped into more of like the crime scene of stuff, of taking the easy way, the easy path. So I have a mole basically inside of Unity Station that's gonna get me some precursor metal to help me out here. But yeah, and their goal effectively is to make an agreement. So I wonder like how that fits in. That's the one thing I haven't really brought in, and I don't know if that goal is just going to be make an agreement with me. But making an agreement in general. I feel like I almost want to re-roll that goal and see if I can get inspired for something else, because really I've kind of built their goal already. Maybe we don't have to roll. They just want to make a profit and get out. I think that's their main goal. I think I've kind of changed it a bit. I don't think we have to roll. I think it's just make a profit, get out of this, again, get out of the station, without, before it becomes too much. It's too good to be true to be able to cling on to this precursor technology and keep it. At some point, it's going to react back and won't be controllable anymore. At least that's how Voldar Wolf thinks it's going to go. So I'm kind of into that. Let's leave that there. This is an interesting character that we've made. We'll see how involved we get with this person, if anything. We made the move, choose the connection's home, and name next steps. Depending on the connection's roles and whims of the narrative events, they might serve as a regular patron or associate in your story, or as an infrequent acquaintance. As you interact, you can find opportunities to develop your relationship and eventually forge a bond with them. Meanwhile, whenever your connection aids you on a move closely associated with their role, which again is a precursor iron smuggler, you may add +1 and +1 momentum on the hit. For now, turn to the next page and wrap up your starting sector. And now we introduce a sector trouble, a trouble for the entirety of the sector itself, which I'm pretty excited to do. I think that's going to be an interesting, like, just sort of fire to throw into the pot that we've made. We've created this this Sim City, and now let's throw a tornado in there and see how many buildings get thrown, knocked over. That's very interesting. So let's do it. Let's figure out what our sector trouble is about. Yeah, let's just hit up with the roll. So yeah, you've heard rumors. Let's just read the preemptive thing. You've heard rumors of a sector-wide peril, a conflict, or mystery. You may introduce a trouble appropriate to your setting and character. Roll on the action and theme oracles for inspiration, or pick a roll on the table. Then use your established truths and what you know of the sector thus far to envision how this might manifest. Note the trouble on your sector worksheet and journal. All right, let's give it a roll. 71. Rogue AI infiltrates systems throughout the sector. Oh no. Uh-oh. I I think I have something for this. I think I definitely, let me okay. So playing on what we were talking about before, with Warden thinking that something is going on, eventually a powder keg is going to explode in Unity Station. I think Unity Station may have been found in this sector, maybe found floating around Damu, and Damu was its first sort of project. And now that they've sort of started, they've started using it, it's awakened something. I think there might be, not so much in Unity Station itself, but I think that there might be some other precursor vaults or ruins left over, maybe on the surface of Damu or even Osiris, that have been awoken by the activation of the precursor vault of Unity Station. And over probably the last couple, I'm imagining year or two that it's been used, this AI has awoken and now is sort of threatening to take back what belongs to the Ascendancy. So yeah, rogue AI infiltrates systems throughout the sector. Jeez. So it's already come to life. And Interesting. I wonder if Red Haven Landing is already having troubles with that. Like that's where we kind of see it coming into play, or maybe it's not even near these two systems. Maybe it's coming from out and around. It has to be a trouble that we're aware of. So I think it will probably directly affect Damu first, and we're getting some signs from Red Haven Landing, or maybe some messages, because we remember we've got balefires. Connections are not like the best here, and we're dealing with old technology as well. So there's not a lot of easy communication. The status of Red Haven Landing, I think, is up in the air. I think we don't know how they're doing. I think we didn't find out about the Rogue AI stuff until um, Unity Station had already well and left Damu and went to Osiris to begin a process of terraforming the next planet for energy use. And I think that's going to be the origination of this rogue AI, some kind of precursor AI that is controlling. I don't know how it's infiltrating or what it's doing. I don't know if we have those details quite yet. But I think the rumors of the current sector trouble are coming from Red Haven Landing, and there is a fear. There's a fear in the people of Unity Station of it making it to them. I think Prism Outpost, to be honest, I believe Prism Outpost is the original settlement of humans in this sector. I think we started here, and from here we explored the known sector of what we could find. We found the precursor vault, went in, started to figure out how to use it, claimed it as Unity Station, found out it had these abilities, this like this terraforming technology, and the ability to also move, like we were able to control it and move it around. And we terraformed Damu over probably a period of, I imagine, at least a year. And we planted Red Haven Landing and put some people down there to be like, yeah, start harvesting energy from this. We'll come back. We'll send. We're gonna try to start colonizing this part of space, basically. And they moved immediately over to the next prospect terraforming planet to begin that process, all probably over like a 5 or 10 year mission, I'm imagining. This has happened. And yeah, I think Prism Outpost is the original station, and it's kind of just out in the deep of space. That's pretty fucking cool. Okay, so the the last thing is naming the starting sector. Finally, give your sector a name. If you're not sure, roll on the sector name table on page 140. Write the name of your sector worksheet. So I'm excited to do the name, but now I'm just thinking more about this rogue AI. This is immediately cool. I'm immediately into this because I can do an AI voice. I can make a precursor rogue AI that's come from Damu and is going to attempt to travel. And the best part about it is it isn't going to immediately travel systems. Like, it's not immediately be like, it's infected the network and now it's everywhere instantaneously. We know that data is disconnected. So it won't make its way over until it gets there manually. And I'm just imagining in my head, this is just a scene just popping out of my head, is just this fucking one ship left over from Red Haven Landing making its way there, docking Unity Station, and there's nobody on it. Nobody. And then the rogue AI infects the precursor station, takes control. Good. That's so creepy and cool at the same time. Very interesting. So we'll see, but let's name this sector. So yeah, you're starting. Let's do it. Let's roll. That's gonna be on page 140. Page number not in the document. Oh, that's right. I'm using the two pagers. I wish I had kind of like a thing for that. That's okay. Let's just scroll down quickly. There we go. And let's find out what the name of this place is. 31 Ebon. Ebon flow. So yeah, to generate the name for a sector or region of space, roll once for the prefix, the first word, and once for the suffix, the second word, or just roll once and choose a suitable. Okay, so let's do the second one. So we have Ebon, and the next is going to be. So for the suffix, it's going to be threshold. I'm going to type in Ebon really quick. I don't know what that means on my phone. Does it have Ebon meaning? Dark brown, black, ebony. Okay, yeah. The ebony threshold. Ebon threshold. I like it. I like it. And then threshold. Let me see here. The dark of space. Strip of wood, metal, or stone forming the bottom or doorway of crossed or entering. Yeah, so Ebon threshold. I like it. It's like the dark door to space. It is an opening. I like it. So let's give it a name. Boom. Faction control. I haven't really thought about who controls this. Is there a way to like quickly get a sector, like who controls it? Let me just do sector name, Ebon Threshold. Okay. Ebon Threshold. It is in the Outlands. The control of the who has control? It's Unity Station, but what authority does Unity Station have? I think we can just kind of choose one. Unity Station is probably controlled by. I think if we go into game notes, well, not into game notes, we go into the Forge names and kind of look at this. I'm gonna think it's gonna be a member of the Triumvirate, which is 3 religious orders. The first Triumvirate. We'll call them the first. The first Triumvirate. I like that. We'll just call them the first. Okay, that's kind of cool. Maybe that's all they call themselves, is the first, the second, the third. That's interesting. The first Triumvirate is who holds control, and I think that's going to be over the Unity Station mostly. I think one of these religious, I think it definitely is going to be one of the religious factions. And going back to building starting sector, right at the end, it says your starting sector is all done. As you explore the sector and visit settlements, you'll add additional detail. See the next page for a sample sector, which you can use if you skipped this exercise. Otherwise, jump to page 118 and set up your inciting incident and begin your sworn quest. So there's the sample sector, which I think is pretty nice. Oh yeah, let me just chow. There we go. Pretty good. And we have the begin adventure and actually creating our inciting incident, and has some good bits to it. And then we'll set the scene, make the move, and then next steps. So that's the sort of last part of it, is the begin your adventure part of the beginning. I know that we've been mostly world building, and usually my first 4 or 5 episodes are world building for Ironsworn games. They take about that long, but our sector is completed. We have the Ebon threshold, and it is ready to go, ready to be dove into, and we can discover what it is. I'm fairly curious what our inciting incident is even going to be like. What that will detail. It should be pretty fun. Yep, we'll be doing our first move next time too. Oh man, Hell yeah. All right. Well, that's all the time that I have for this video. I know we're short about 15 minutes, and I'm on a bit of a time constraint, as I said before, but I should have another episode up. I'm uploading these right now, at least in my head where I'm at today, which is probably a lot further back than when this is being uploaded. Thursday, Fridays, but I might, depending on how many of these, how often I want to play this right now, I might put them on a one more day. That would probably be Sunday. Not Thursday, Friday. Tuesday, Thursdays when I usually upload Ironsworn episodes. So I might just do these in the same days. But if I feel like I start having a lot of them, I might, I'm on my hands, I might just add an extra day on there, like Sunday or Saturday, which should be pretty cool. All right, that is everything. I'll catch you for the next one. Take care. Bye.